Hi y'all, welcome to my channel. I'm Matt, this is Matt's Mods, and today guys we're going to continue with our Titanic build. So we are going to do issue 182 of Build the Titanic, and yeah, we're doing a bit more on our engine today obviously, but we do start the insane detail that is going to be going on to this engine. So we're going back from doing a bit of engineering to actually doing a bit of modelling today. So yeah, I'm not really looking forward to this one because I can see it being very, very tricky. It took me a long time to try and understand the instructions and what they were asking and whether we're using glue or we're not using glue. It's really, really difficult because they compacted it into such small, deep, pages. Why don't you just give us more instructions? I would prefer that. It would make things clearer, but it is what it is. Anyway, we better do this, so let's get over to the build desk. So with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay, so issue 182 is the first low pressure cylinder. So what we need to do is we need this part here. Now what it's asking us to do is just put some the grease that they provided on the inside of here. Now they have supplied quite a bit of grease, so you don't have to be kind of sparing with it. Because you want everything to move. So I am making sure this is well greased up, which it is. Okay, so with that greased up, we're going to put this, just double checking how this goes. Right, so this is going to go over here. Just like that. Next, we need is the cover. That just sits on there. And then we screw that in with 2 JM screws. Get my screwdriver. So wow, so that does go down quite a bit. You don't think it's actually screwed into anything, and suddenly you feel it tightening. Okay, so let's move this to one side. Go over to the build camera, because we've got the top here, and we're going to be putting on some detail. So, if I can get them out, we've got these here. So these are just going to literally sit, and they half moon shaped. Yeah. So they're just going to fit in there like so. And then we are securing them in with some VP screws. So I'm just off camera while I get that started. Okay, same with the other one. Okay. Then when that's done, we have some covers go on. And they just sit on there. And then we have this piece here, which is going to go up the centre there. Okay. Then go back to our engine. We're going to be doing a lot of this today. This is just going to sit on top of there, just like so. Next, what we need is this pipe here, and that is just going to go into a hole just up there. Now it says you may glue it if you wish. I'm going to glue it because I don't want anything coming out. So I just get some glue on my dabber, on my pin vise, pop it in to there. Oh, I think I'd be glad that I've actually glued this. Okay, so that's in there like so. Right, move this to one side again. I'm going to be, like I said, a lot of this going on today because we need to go to the build camera. And the next thing we need are these pieces here. So what is basically going to happen is this ball end here, it's half moon shaped. It's going to go in the end just like that. No need for glue. Then this part here is going to go onto here, and then we secure that in with a UP screw. Again, these are very, very small screws. You want to be careful not just retract that bit because it's going in at an angle and I don't want it to go in at an angle. Okay, perfect. Okay, so should have something like that. Fantastic. Okay, so just put that to one side because we've got something else to make. So we need next all of these, quite a lot of them. Okay, so the first thing it wants us to do, with it round this orientation, it wants us to put this pin into here, then this part over it, nothing is being glued, then this bit over it, just slots in, it should do, yeah. Then I believe this part over here, making like a joint there, and then this bit. Now I'm just wondering which bit goes in which. I think it's the longer bit that goes in, just like so. Right, moving on. Right, so next what we're going to be doing is we're going to be fitting this. Now it's just come out, so I need to go back just to see which way that goes on. That goes on just like that. Right, so we are fitting this next. So I'm just wondering what goes on first. Let me have a look. Right, so I jumped the gun a little bit. We need to bring our engine back across. Go to the side camera. Because this, what we made, is simply going to be going into here. That's definitely going to need to be glued in. So I'll get some glue. Just want to make sure this is never going to come out again. Okay. Right, so that is glued on to there. That looks okay to me. Okay, so with that glued on, just working his way through the instructions here. This thing keeps, I mean, it doesn't say to glue that in, but it does keep falling out, which is very frustrating. I just believe it's going to fall out, keep falling out. You know what, I'm going to put a bit of glue on the end of it. Because I just think it's going to be easier. So what we're doing next is we'll be putting this onto the end of this pipe here. So I will put some glue on it. Okay, so that's what that should be looking like. Moving on, the next piece we need is this sort of hand wheel here. Now that is going to be going on underneath there. Wowzers. Okay, that's in. And that's glued. What I'm going to do now, because I want to make sure that all them bits are glued, I'm just going to have a quick pause and then we'll come back to it. But it's just so I want everything to be glued and nothing to break off. So back in a sec.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, so I'm happy now that's all glued in. Right, the next thing we need to do, and I'm probably going to have to put my glasses on for this because it's really difficult to see, is we've got some handrails to go in. So these are going to be fun. So we've got two different types. We've got some like wide ones and we've got some narrow. And what I mean by wide ones is the wide ones, these points are wider than these points. Now, they are half moon shaped. So I really need to sort of try and we need to get these in, but just try and get them in the direction they're supposed to go in. Right, so now I know the half moon shaped direction, we can put these in. So just a tiny bit of glue near the holes. That's one in. I've got another one to go in next. That's just going to go in there. So that's in. And then we need to turn this round because we've got the other side to do. Oh. Goodness knows how long this video is going to be. There we go, that's better view for everybody. That's one in. I have to get some more glue out here. Oh, I've just put my hand in the flipping grease. I don't like having open grease on my bench. So I'm just going to get a bit more glue out because I'm running low in my tray. And I know we're going to need more because we've got still more to do. Would you believe it? Okay, that one's in also. Right, moving the engine to one side, going back to the build camera, we've still got a bit more to do. So, what it wants us to do next is we've got these parts here and these parts here. And basically, we're going to be gluing these two together. Now, it does say use glue. So, dab of glue. Push them together. Same with this one. Push together. Then, it wants these details next. These are going to go on the bottom of both. just like so. Do the other. Just like that. Then this one, we've got these details here, and they're just going to go on the front. They do need gluing. Just like that. And then on the reverse, it wants these details. So that's what we should have. Now for this one, because they are different, we want 182p, which is that detail. And there. No, that can't be right because that's a smaller hole. And that's a larger hole. Right, so we are getting somewhere. It's a long build, this one, in this issue. Lots of insane detail. Okay, so that's what that should be looking like. Right, moving them aside, we need this piece next. And what it wants us to do, it wants us to get this rod here. And we need all these bits of detail. And what it wants us to do, it kind of just, we're making like a lever system. So we start off with that in there. We push the rod through. Oh crikey, this is going to be fun. We've got another one here. Oh my word. How the heck are you supposed to do this? Right, I think the best thing to do is to put this on here first. Right, I get you. Right, so put that on there first. Then have it come through the hole. Through the hole, that one. Then we need this tube in the middle. get into place. This is not easy. Stop shaking hands, Mark. Right. So, and then through the hole on this one. And finally through that, lock it in place. Right, that was not easy to do at all. Right, so with that all in place, we need to put these on. So how are these going on? Right, so right. I think I made a bit of a mistake. Not a bad one, but I think there, because they're angled are the wrong way around. Right, I'm going to get this done off camera and I'll be right back. So back in a sec. Okay, so I've done it. That is what that should be looking now. That has been the hardest thing in this entire build today to do. That is not easy. Anyway, right, we're going to get this on. And it's going to go these holes here. I need a bit more glue out. That is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, was put that together. It was so fiddly. Right, so let's get this on. And then that will wrap up this issue, if this would locate. Come on. Why is this locating? Wow, that is tough. Okay, so that is what that's looking like now. And that is all there is to do in this issue. My wow. That has not been an easy issue to do at all, but it's done. I need a cold drink now, or a nice coffee. Anyway, guys, that is issue 182 complete. Well, guys, that is it for the Titanic. What an issue that was. Wow. Yeah, I do like a challenge, but that was incredibly difficult. And I know that the details are only going to get worse as well, because I know exactly what's coming up in the next issues, because I have them. So, yeah, fun and games, but it's done at least, and that's the main thing. But she's looking nice with all the detail. It's just working out what they want us to do. I just wish they'd expand the instructions. Hachette are quite famous for expanding the instructions. So why, when there's an absolute ton to do they compact it down? I really don't know, but it is what it is. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, please could you give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified of any future videos. But as for always, stay safe and bye for now.